Anyway, let's just get this party started. We're too deep into the lore at this point. We've been covering this fresh and fit. I figured it was going to be a one-off on board kind of a thing. We've been going crazy covering it. We covered the original, situation. We covered Destiny talking to her. That one will probably release before I release this video. We covered that Fresh and Fit talking about it with their lawyer, and now we might as well look at Abba. Apparently he has some insider information that I'm curious about. I think this ends the chapter. I'm surprised I'm just surprised we're talking about it so much, but I'm kind of just into the lore now. But I need to know. So apparently he talks to her. I like Abba and Preach, you know what I mean? I feel like they're one of the very few mature adults on the internet. So I'm looking forward to what they have to say. Let's see what's going on.
Today on episode 2 of Surviving Fresh and Fit, I want
Surviving Fresh and Fit. Okay, that's funny.
to get to the bottom of this fiasco. Right. If you haven't seen part 1, be sure to go check that out for more context.
Fiasco.
I decided that I
think we got enough of the context already.
Interview the woman in question at the heart of this whole thing. She provided me a bunch of screenshots, screen recordings, and a bunch of different things. And I think it answered a lot of the questions that would seem to be unanswered before. Things like whether or not she's a sex worker. She isn't.
Do people think that she was doing that kind of stuff? I mean, I figured she was just like a fitness model, right?
What was the timeline of events? Did Walter know that she...
From what I understand, the timeline of events is that they started dating. He had her meet his mom. They had moved in together in some capacity. And then there was some kind of a breakup at some point, and she got, she got pregnant at some point as well. I know my understanding is that they dated for about 3 months, and I know that there's a lot of people, immature people on the internet, that's like, that's not very long. Why would she think that they would be together in a long-term capacity? Bro, I'm 35 years old. She's 28. Myron, I think, is probably, or she's not Myron. Walter. I keep getting them confused. Sorry, guys. Walter is in his 30s. When you're older, relationships mature exponentially faster than other relationships. 3 months to a 30-year-old couple is a year to a 20-year-old couple. You know more about what you want when you're in the relationship. You generally have better boundaries. So 3 months is a long time. That's like, and you're having somebody meet your mom. Like, I don't think it's unreasonable for her to think that this is like potentially a long-term thing, and it sounds like it's not. We saw Walter explicitly say that it's a tactic to have girls meet his mom for what reason? To make them feel like they're more special than he actually feels that they are. It's a scummy tactic. He got a girl pregnant. Also, my understanding is that this girl was in New York when she recorded the conversation, so it's not even going to be like some kind of a felony recording. I'm pretty sure, like, could she have acted better? Absolutely. I don't think that she should have taken this to the internet. I don't think that she's like a gold digger that only dated Walter for money. I think that his money might have been like a factor, like, oh, he's successful. I don't think that that's what it is. I think she's trying to hurt him in general because she's hurt. He got her pregnant and now she's upset. I don't think that she's acting perfectly, but I mean, at least her, like, I could see how it would go from a human perspective, but Walter's acting like a child. So,
He was not on birth control. Was he aware that she was trying to have a child? Did they have discussions? Did Walter know that she was not on birth control?
That's the one. That's my biggest question. Did Walter know? Because that's my biggest question. We'll see.
Was he aware that she was trying to have a child? Did they have discussions about it? Was he trying to be serious with her? What proof does she have that? All these things are going to get answered over the course of this interview. But first thing that I have to correct from the previous thing is that she's never been a sex worker. Turns out she won some kind of beauty pageant, and people just started uploading her photos to some escorting sites, but it was just scam sites.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, whether or not you want to believe that is up to everyone at home. But to date, there's no actual proof that she doesn't need that kind of work.
Yeah, I mean, like, just because you do fitness modeling doesn't mean that you necessarily would do that other stuff. But
on a live stream today, he said that you were never his girl.
He said that?
I made a statement on my vlog and on the...
Yeah, he did. And this was so stupid. He said that... this was so funny. On the live stream with the lawyer, I thought this was the dumbest thing that Walter said. And it's so funny. I love that he's digging a hole. Walter said that, like, oh, he was basically that, hey, if I bring a girl onto the podcast, she's not my real girl. Basically saying that, like, if he shows her, that's not really somebody that he's dating. What a stupid thing to say. And here's why. If she could prove that he treated her like a girlfriend, then like it's pretty much done from like a legal, like I feel like a lawyer could easily pull like, oh well, he was intentionally manipulating her, because that just admits to everybody, if you take his words at face value, that oh well, he never thought she was serious. But if he made her feel that way, that means that she has a case to say, oh, he manipulated me into this situation, and now the court's going to take that into consideration when it comes to like child support payments, I would imagine, in some capacity. So, like, he just digging his grave because he wants to seem like a cool guy. Whatever the distance is, please don't give up on us. And likewise, miss you so much. Miss you too. 24/7. It's scary. Come back sooner then. She sends some Asian stuff. March. Yes, can't wait. Then come back in March. You'd be a good boyfriend. I'll be waiting for my girlfriend. Yes, daddy. Okay.
The show multiple times. And I said, this is a matter of fact, guys, look it up if you want to. I said, if a girl's on camera with me,
So
she's what?
dumb.
Not my girl. Let's get that in mind. If I bring a girl
It's so funny how he's digging his grave.
on camera, she's not my girl.
She's not
my girl because I know what happened.
Guys, I'm very cool. I can fuck multiple women. Dude, you're 35 years old with money. It's not hard to fuck girls. Like, if I wasn't married, I would easily be getting a bunch of women, too. Oh, well, you're fat. Okay, fat girls exist. I make good money. I could find girls. It's not hard to fucking get women. It's not like this big, like, selling point. When you're making a good amount of money, like, it's not hard to find women. Like, he acts like this is like, oh, it's crazy. And he thinks and his audience probably is receptive to it. He thinks his audience thinks this is so fucking cool. Yeah, if I have my bitch on here, it's not really my. If I have a girl on here, it's not really my girl. It's like not cool. You're just like you're trying to make little boys think that you're cool. That's kind of gay. Like it's not hard to like talk to women or get women to sleep with you, especially younger girls who are just like kind of like fucking around, experimenting in their life. And again, I still think that she's kind of stupid. I mean, like. You dated a red pill guy. Come on. You dated a Fresh and Fit podcast host. Well, not really a host. He barely says anything. So, like, there's blame for her, too. She's being very ignorant. But, like, this guy thinks it's so cool.
It's going to break on the internet. I learned from experience. That's all I'm going to say.
Listen, this was a great trip. Happy to see the lovely Asian queen again. But, you know, as time passes, we must say farewells for a short period of time until she comes back. So, can't wait to see her back here in Miami. I brought her. No, I don't.
Did he just say he loves her?
Can't wait to see her back here in Miami. I brought her.
He said I think he said he loves her, but like he's trying to be like a little racist funny. Which, by the way, I'm not criticizing. If he's dating an Asian girl and she thinks it's funny, I don't care. So you love her? Wow, dude, he's done. He's done in court. He's done. It's already over. This is funny. Always talk about women not taking accountability, and he's begging a woman to get a fucking abortion. Incredible.
No, I don't. Love you, babe.
Yeah, I love you, babe. So he's out here saying he don't claim her. He never claimed her. That's not his girl. But in private, he's saying, I love you. He's saying, you my girlfriend. He moved her in. And on top of that, he publicly on video saying he love her. Does that sound like somebody who's being treated like a jump off? I'm just saying.
No, it doesn't. And again, if he thought like if it's a manipulation tactic, it doesn't bode well for him, because then he looks bad in court anyway. Oh, so you were manipulating this girl? Like he doesn't win out on this. You know?
Everyone telling she's baby trapping him, all this other stuff. Is she baby trapping him, or is he just trapping her? I'm asking the questions. Because the only deception I've seen so far is from him towards her. The only trap I've seen so far is him basically love bombing the shit out of her so he can fuck her as much as he wants, and when he's done, he just get rid of her.
Yep.
Well, he just
and just because that's normalized behavior and that like people do it a lot doesn't make that behavior okay. This is the consequence of your action, dude. So
making him like make him look like idiot right now, because clearly, like he made that on
gotta be
public,
fucking
and
with me right now.
on the conversation you saw it. He calls me girlfriend, right? Yeah. Are you gonna take someone to see your entire family if she's not your girlfriend? Travel to your home country?
No, I wouldn't. And again, that doesn't mean that like they are legitimately dating because of that. But like a normal person would look at that and be like, oh, they're probably dating. A normal person. Not terminally online content creators that Like a normal person would look at like that.
That's not reasonable. You can like casually meeting your mother. That's fine. The first time I met his mother, I was like, okay, if you decide to do that, I don't mind.
Why did you accept
Somebody, if you introduce somebody to your mother, the general perspective is going to be that you're taking this relationship seriously. It doesn't mean that the relationship is in the most serious space, but you are taking the relationship seriously. That's what that indicates. So just keep that in mind. Like that's what's going to be communicated, and he knows that. You got to be fucking with me.
that being in a non-monogamous relationship with Fresh?
Yeah, you know why? Because we were in a long distance relationship. Because whether I agree or not, he's going to do that, and we weren't stable because we just got to know each other, and So I was thinking, just to be there and move there, like to be with him, maybe like it would be different, But I don't want to like it comes to a conclusion in the beginning, like, oh, I'm gonna stop this guy from doing everything just because he met me. Because in the early stage of the relationship, I don't want to.
Then I ask her, well, why do you not want to be intense about monogamy, but you are rushing to have a kid?
Is it rushing to have a kid? I mean, or is it just like, hey, this happened? I mean, maybe we'll see.
I asked some tough questions.
That's a good.
It's a good question. I just.
I'm not softballing it.
No, I ain't mad at you.
No,
I'm
she's like, I don't want to be too intense and like rush like monogamy, so I'm accepting this. But
you're
like,
rushing for
but you want to have a baby with him.
Yeah, I understand because I just felt like
I wanted to see. I wish I could see the full interview.
I just feel like I'm not that type of girl that I have to be with someone for years to get married. Or if I like someone, I can have a kid with him for like a week. Like it doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. I was with someone for 9 months. He really wanted to marry me. He's American. And I didn't want that. I ended that.
I mean, fundamentally speaking, I don't have an issue with somebody being with somebody very quickly. Like I said, like you're older, you know what you want sooner. Whatever I guess I would like, why are you okay with being non-monogamous and having a kid? But maybe she just doesn't necessarily care. I mean, she's dating a red pill guy. Maybe she thinks that that's fine.
When I met Walter, I just felt like, wow, there's so much chemistry.
What? I mean, I agree.
I'm just trying to
talk to me.
No, I'm not the type of girl that can. I'm not the type of girl that's gonna have to wait for a long time before I marry someone. Huh? What type of girl is that?
I mean, there's plenty of people who meet their husbands for the first time through arranged marriages or whatever.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little weird. I guess like where I'm coming from is, again, she's older. All these people are older. It's you get into relationships fast. Like when you're older, you kind of know faster. I knew I loved my wife after like 3 months. We obviously grew more together as we were together for a longer period of time. We didn't rush anything, but I think for people that are a little older, it's easier for you to figure that out. Thank you so much for the 16-month small gut from Callie Ray. Hey, Papa, why is it hard to find your streams lately? What do you mean? I don't think it is. I've been streaming sporadically. I think that there's also a factor that like women feel more pressured to, kind of be settled down before they're 30 too. So part of her internally might be like, oh, this guy's really nice to me. He likes me a lot. Like this is the one. Like I love him. A lot of people also, they're not looking for their one. It's hard to find like, oh, you're the one. So they look for somebody that they're like reasonably compatible with. They're like, okay, this guy's not too bad. He checks off like most of the boxes. I'm going to kind of ignore some of the red flags. Like he's a fresh and fit podcast host. I think I don't see her. I think that she's dumb. I think she's stupid. I think that she's ignorant. I think that she's like dumb, but I don't think that she's disingenuous. I think that she's being honest. So
but I don't disagree. I'm just saying that's not that abnormal in different parts of the world.
It still doesn't answer the question. It doesn't answer the question of why you want to rush this baby, but you don't want to rush the monogamous relationship. It doesn't answer anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't. As a matter of fact, it made it weirder. So I'm still questioning.
Maybe
like it doesn't absolve it doesn't absolve or take out of the equation the baby trapping situation because of that answer. That answer was so.
But that's not baby trapping. That's just what she's saying is there's some people out here who are just very like feels oriented, meaning, oh, I loved her. Well, how do you know? It's been a week. I just feel it. Like some people are just like that. You know what I'm saying? They're very intuitive. Everything.
Yeah, I don't know if she's trying to baby trap. I mean, what's the difference between baby trapping and just like escalating to the next level? I'm more what I needed to hear is the context behind what Myron said about having a kid with her.
Thing is just.
Oh, my fucking cock in my fucking anus.
That's not very smart. That's not.
I agree. It's not smart.
It's like.
Having kids with somebody you met a week ago. Maybe. What if he claimed he never wanted a baby? Would that be true?
He didn't want. Okay, if he say so, if he really didn't want the baby, after so many times I ask him in person, do not come in me. He does that every fucking day. Like he can.
I mean, that is a good point. You know, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen if you keep coming in somebody? You know, if you don't want a baby, don't finish in me. All right, whatever. I mean, and listen, does that mean that he explicitly wanted to have a kid? Not necessarily. No, it means that he was irresponsible and didn't really care because he probably just figured, oh, maybe she'll get an abortion. But he kept doing it. She's like, you know, okay.
Just pull out. Easy as that. Because he was always like, oh, I'm doing this with my girlfriend. So really serious conversation, like planning a future and asking me what I want to do.
Obviously, she's cool with a man having a wife and a mistress. That's the entire premise of the Fresh and Fit podcast. A male should do that. Yeah. That's true. I mean, I guess she was just okay with that. I mean, that's fucking weird, but whatever.
Oh, I want to plan a future with
obviously, a guy who's not willing to settle down with you one-on-one is probably not somebody who respects you enough, but, you know, that's her struggle.
you. Why don't we get a house instead of renting another apartment? That doesn't make sense, wasting money, blah, blah, blah. And he said, what if you get pregnant? Isn't that better for a bigger house?
Is that baby trapping?
They're gonna end up together.
Is that baby trapping? I'm
You
asking.
think they're going to end up together in the long run? Maybe.
Is that baby trapping? You out here talking about let's get a house together because what if you get pregnant? Is that baby trapping, mama?
Is that true?
I'm just asking.
Can we prove that? Can we? I mean, I believe her. I think she's more genuine. I think Walter's, you know, that plays against him as well. He's a fucking loser, so I don't trust him. But like, is there something explicit that we could see?
Just asking the question.
And I know people will be like, well, she recorded the conversation. What does that mean? I mean, like, listen, people record conversation. Like, it can mean that she's trying to, like, get him on something and trap him and make him look bad. It also might be her just trying to protect herself and be like, I know these things are true. Let me get him to say them explicitly. You know? It's like if you had an abusive parent or something and you decided to start recording when they're, like, fighting you. Are you like this scumbag that's trying to trap them, or are you just trying to finally prove that, like, this person is crazy?
It's not. It's not.
Guys,
I understand what you're saying when you're saying it's not, but some of these answers, whoa.
I think they're irresponsible, but that doesn't mean baby
Yeah.
trapping.
No, I wouldn't-
those are
exactly.
separate things.
Exactly.
Not pregnant, no baby. She tells that to Walter. He says, "Oh, you did a pregnancy test?" She says, "Yeah, my period just came, and 5 days ahead. So you play a good game." Oh, okay, what game? This game on bed. I'm confused. Don't worry, we all are. I don't think anybody understood what she meant.
I think I think that there's a language barrier there. It takes a little bit to get used to it. There's definitely a language barrier.
And she goes, "Just
going on,
kidding.
brother?
I meant you are safe. Just letting you know. Next time you won't be so lucky." What's that saying?
Hold on. Then he says, "Oh, I wasn't worried. I didn't want to pull out anyway." Like, listen, here's the thing. I feel like a lot of us looking at this, like I could like look at this and I'm like, he's playing like a fuckboy game. Right? I think American women, more Americanized women, probably would be able to identify this issue, which is why they don't like Western women, because Western women can see right through their fucking bullshit. But we're talking about a woman that like has more conservative values, that has a big language gap and barrier, that's not going to be able to pick up on the same social cues that we have in America. In the same way where, like, if you went to China, you wouldn't be able to pick up on their social cues. So she's going to be like a little bit more vulnerable because she doesn't quite understand like the game or the vernacular. So like, I don't think that he's being genuine, but like it's completely reasonable to think that she thinks he's being genuine. And that's really the kind of the crux of the conversation here. This is why you don't play this fuckboy bullshit.
He goes, "Just kidding. I meant you are safe. Just letting you know. Next time you won't be so lucky." What's that saying?
I'm not having a baby.
I'm having your baby.
Yeah.
Next time you're not gonna be so lucky. And what does he write? "Oh, I wasn't worried. I didn't want to pull out anyway. But that's good that you got your period." So you're being a dick. She's not too happy about it. "I didn't reject you because I don't mind being pregnant with your baby." She's being direct.
Yeah.
She's telling him, and all he says is, "No, I'm saying I like you a lot, and once you're happy, I'm happy."
Yeah, that's going to communicate to her that it's okay to have a kid. Yeah, no, he's fucked. This fucks him over.
So can you understand why she's confused? He refusing to pull out, busting inside them sugar walls, and now all of a sudden he's been trapped. He don't want to be a dad. You have decided that you are not going to pull out of her vagina, so you are not going to pull out of fatherhood.
You're a baby.
You are not going to pull out of fatherhood.
And honestly, after this, I could totally see why she's sitting here saying, I don't want him to be part of my baby's life. And you want to know what? Your kid's probably going to be better off not having Walter as a father than having Walter as a father. There are some people, mother, father, whatever, that your kid's better off without. And that's a sad thing to say, but we see all the red flags when it comes to Walter. There's no, like, he's a 30-something-year-old man manipulating women. He doesn't respect his mother because he's bringing these women around his mother as a tactic to try to fuck them more. He's a loser that's obsessed with his fucking gay best friend Myron. It's fun to be gay, but like they have this real. It's just the entire thing is problematic. He has no loyalty to her. He doesn't respect her as an equal. He's not the kind of person that would respect somebody as an equal. Like, you can't build a relationship with that. So for her to be like, oh, I'm just not gonna. Okay, I get it. I understand why she wouldn't want him around her kid if she decides to keep it. You know, he's not worth anything. He's worthless. That's just a reality.
You're gonna take care of the baby.
He has no choice. He's gonna pay.
Well, statistically, a kid's better. Shut the fuck up. Honestly, like we're at a point where it's like, yes, statistically, we're not talking about statistics. We're talking about a very specific person with a very specific interaction here.
I say, bro, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Yo, I missed last time, but this time I'm gonna punch you in your face.
He's got a kick-ass personality. Yeah, you're right, brother.
And then I'll punch you in your face.
No, wait. What
Is that? Hold up. Is that a sucker punch?
That's not a sucker punch.
Okay.
Especially if you tell me you're gonna punch me in my face, and I tell you whatever makes you happy, and I look at you like whatever makes. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Bro,
and I get decked in the mouth. That's not a sucker punch.
Boys, you were not sucker punched. Take some accountability. Hold that out. Did you always tell him that you would not get an abortion?
Oh,
I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter, does it?
I always told him. He knows I'm not getting any abortion, and plus.
Here's the thing for anybody for a man to assume a woman will get an abortion, if you get them pregnant, it's insane. It's one of the stupidest things that you could ever think. It's dumb. It's a dumb thing to think. All right, abortions are tough. I know that we have the pro-choice conversation in society. Again, I'm pro-choice, but it's an extraordinarily difficult decision for a woman to make. It's not as hard for a man to be like, yeah, get an abortion, because you're not the one getting it. You're basically giving a suggestion to somebody else to go and to get an abortion. To a guy, a baby's not a baby till it's born. To a lot of girls, like that thing is like their child. In general, it's a tough call. So like to be like, oh, just get rid of something, like that's a huge moral question. That could be a devastating moral question. For somebody. You know, it's not just an easy, silly little fart. That could be a really big deal. So, yeah.
He didn't care at all. He was like, he was kind of like just admitted that if he's gonna make me pregnant, he's just gonna like raise a baby with me, and he didn't like say that, but all this his action proves that.
Doesn't mind isn't the same.
Yeah, no, I agree with what she's saying. I can see why she would feel that way.
As saying he really wants to have a child. Why don't you get verbal confirmation if he really wanted a child with you?
No.
She probably thought she got verbal confirmation from the way that he's talking. He's being intentionally like deceptive.
No, because I was pretty sure that he was so serious about me. But then, okay, but at least he's not stupid that if he does this to me, I'm gonna get pregnant. I think it's just misunderstood. Maybe he was just being irresponsible. But for me, he's serious. Yeah, because I've never met someone like that. Nobody would treat me like that. Like, this is so evil. I've never met anyone like that.
That's also another excellent point. There are people who are just like, you know how that are just like, I couldn't believe that somebody would lie about something like this. Like, you know, Katie Bugs, lying asshole piece of shit, right? I'm going to bring her up, and it's a specific reason why. The reason why some people believe that she went through something horrible is because you sit there and you're like, how can someone lie about this? You know, and to her credit, I don't know if she's lying or if she's like completely like brain rot warped by like online narratives to think that she actually is a victim, even though she's not. But the point is that there are sometimes people will believe somebody because it's like, there's no way you would ever lie about this. Like, this is terrible. Like, how could... That's her. She's naive. She's naive.
I'm not acting like a naive girl right here. Like, I traveled a lot of places, but nothing like this.
See, that didn't make much sense to me because in my head, I'm like, so you want to be serious with somebody and you want to have a child with them, but you're not getting them to verbally say they also really want to have a child with. Shouldn't that be something y'all established properly?
And how long they been together?
Yeah, but that's ignorant, though.
4 or 5 months? Amy busting inside her sugar walls every day, never pulling out.
4 or 5 months for 30 years old it's a long time.
Can you show paperwork for pregnancy tests and ultrasound? A lot of people are saying that stuff is photoshopped or whatever, or it's just like, so I just wanted to at least see if she had actual real paperwork.
Yeah, I have no problem sharing that. I actually posted. Okay, so let me explain about the ultrasound. The doctor told me it's still early, 4 weeks. So she can't see everything, but she can still see a little bit, like a small quarter of it. But it's just like it's too early, you know. It's 4 weeks.
How did you know Pug CEO was the man to bust inside your sugar walls?
Sugar walls? Is Pug CEO his name?
I have no idea.
What?
I just feel like maybe everything happens. It was meant to be, you know, to meet him even. Out of all the people in Miami, every day I go out, I get so many approach every day, wherever. The night we met at the party, and there were other guys. There were like another guy. He's really, really into me. So Fresh was there as well, and I just don't know. Like somehow he just got me curious. Everybody, like out of everybody, like when they see me interesting, they would come talk to me or making some nonsense. But this guy, he was just like staring at me, not saying anything, like full of questioning on his face. That just
He was just staring at her like a fucking weirdo. Oh my god.
caused my curiosity. But usually, you know, I get a lot of approach, so it's not interesting for me. So I was like, okay.
So she was so basically his tactic was he was too nervous to talk to her, but then she talked to him first. He's such a fucking loser. She got level 0 rizzed, dude. This is crazy.
Who's this guy? And then, okay, finally he said hi to me. He's like, where are you from? Then
Oh, hi. Hi.
I said, guess if you're right, I'll drink. If you're wrong, then you drink. So he was like, okay, this is interesting. And then he DM'd me.
That's another factor too. He seems like too much of a fucking coward to actually be a manipulative person. So
And then we went out. He's romantic. He's good at planning dates. And he's kind
he seems like the type, you know.
of dominate. He was
Gay. Just to be clear. There's nothing wrong with it, but men aren't good at planning dates, okay?
just good at everything, you know. He was saying things to me
Creepy Riz, dude. Fucking for real. Creepy Riz.
that made me feel it's real, you know. He was genuine, and he made me feel special. Maybe no matter what other people were saying, like what he did to other girls, or even I found out later though, not when I just started.
You know, what did you think hearing this?
Some girls like Shy Boys. Yeah, no, he comes off as somebody. He probably comes off as somebody who doesn't feel entitled to somebody's body, even though he clearly has that entitlement. But that's probably how he comes off, because he's like so shy and timid, and like she might be used to like a bunch of very like I would imagine that like she would be used to a bunch of dickhead guys that like feel very entitled to her. So she's probably like, oh, a breath of fresh air. He's kind of nice to me. And compared to that dating pool, he's probably extraordinarily nice.
What did I think about what?
About what you heard right now?
I'm not sure.
That's fair.
Because there's a whole narrative
I'm
that this
not
girl
sure.
was trying to baby trap him, or she wasn't really into him. She's there for the money or whatever it is. But when I hear her speak, you notice in her face, you see how she smiles when she thinks about him and all that stuff. Like, I was actually surprised by this part because everyone's asking the same question. You know what people asking? Yo, why'd you get with Fresh? Yeah, you seen him, but you look at her.
Yeah, dude, he looks like somebody. He looks like somebody said, "AI, create me a Geodude as a person," and oh, here it goes. Here comes Fresh and Fit, you know, or excuse me, here comes Walter, and it's true. Some of you might be like, "Oh, that doesn't make any sense." I'm fucking telling you right now, brother. You fucking explain this to me, goddammit. You explain this to me. You tell me that this is not the same person. Look at this guy. You kidding me right now? Are you serious? Look at this guy. This is the same fucking person, dude. I swear to God. It's the same person. It's not a person. It's a Pokemon, but it's a person. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know I might look like a Snorlax, and that's fine. I've come to terms with it. But it's just a fact, okay? It's a fucking fact.
That's the face of somebody who's actually into a man.
But she was impressed. So she was like,
Yeah,
you got game.
Yeah. So that's just one thing
this
that
one.
I want to establish.
That's definitely him.
Okay, why are you
This one looks a little Asian. This is going to be his kid with her. This Asian kid.
exposing him publicly?
That one, again, it's like, you know, we're so used to like online stuff that like that is a big red flag. Like, why are you exposing him publicly? Because a lot of times it's just like, oh, this person is looking for attention. But I think, again, listen, I think that she's trying to hurt him. I don't think that it's because the first thing that you think is like, oh, she's exposing him publicly So she's probably got like this angle from the start that she wanted to set him up. And I don't think that that's true. Could it be true? Maybe. I think it's more of like, oh, this guy fucked me over. I'm going to try to like ruin his reputation. And apparently I didn't know this. Apparently his reputation is taking a hit. I didn't think anybody in his sphere was going to give a goddamn about any of this. But apparently his own audience is like tearing him apart. So like, I think that that's her goal more than anything else.
Why? Why? Because obviously now I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him for not being a man, stand up for his child, and not taking the responsibilities after.
That's fair.
He doesn't have to love me, or he can break up with me. That's fine. For me, it's okay. It's some guy I seen for 4 months. I was like gonna get over it, but I'm pregnant. This is serious for me.
This is just a bit of a sidewalk, but Fresh and Fit fan accused Fresh of buying you a bracelet for 30 grand. On a podcast, he said he never paid a dime. Nobody has a receipt. Is this true?
The Chinese escort, because I'm about to get Fresh on this one too. So Fresh, you gave an extremely expensive Von Cleef bracelet, which are worth up to 30K, to a Chinese escort you just met. Now, Fresh, you claim that you didn't give her the gift. That's what you claim.
Show me the proof.
But the escort says that you did.
Look at her page in detail. What does she have under? Multiple gifts? From herself, by the way, or from her ex. Whatever she does for her money, bro, is up to her. So to put that on me, just because you want to say, oh, Fresh is a simp, wrong.
So you didn't buy it?
Fresh, so can you
No.
You're just trying to say that he bought the bracelet. He didn't buy the bracelet.
And
No, it's not true. He paid half, and I paid half. Like,
Damn, he had to go in half? Pathetic, bro. Come on, dude. You can't go for a full 30K? Loser.
like I said,
Honey, I wish I could get you this full bracelet, but I can't afford it. Okay, we just got demonetized on YouTube. Can you? I really want to get this for you. Oh, it's so. Oh, I can't. I don't want to do the accent. That would be a little that would be a little rough. That would have been a little rough right there, guys. That could have been a cancellation right there for me. Oh, don't worry about that, honey. Don't worry about it.
how much? Around 30K. Well, first, I still have the conversation. I told him, what's the issue if you tell everyone you bought me the bracelet? Like, why can't you tell everyone? Why can't you speak the truth? Like, why are you like pretending it, like hiding it? But then he was like, don't say it. He just told me to shut up.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's a big deal to them.
Yes.
It's a big deal to the fans, and it's a big deal to them because it really makes you look like a simp.
Yep.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make you look like a simp. Well, I guess it does for their audience. Like, if a regular person just looks like you're dating, you know, like you're just hitting with the riz.
You give things to people. You give things to people that you appreciate.
15 grand?
Wait a minute.
If you got the money, bro. If I had a lot more money, I mean, I make good money, but if I had a lot more money, my wife would be drowning in everything that she wants. Like, what are you talking about? Of course. Like, yeah.
Some of you just met. But these guys always want to claim they don't pay for nothing. They don't do none of this stuff.
They
don't use their money to get. But you realize they all do it. They all doing it. They're paying for random girls' apartments. They're all doing this kind of stuff. So why is he lying? Not because it's a big deal, but it's like Preach said, it's a big deal to the fans. And now you have to double down, triple down on the lie. And it's almost insulting because your fans are being like, yo, are you living up to your principle? And you're like, yes, I am. You guys are lying and saying I'm not. When you just ask the girl, it's like, oh, no, he's lying about it. So the only reason I brought this up is because
he's shattering his fans' expectations of him. I can't believe that you would get stuff for women, Fresh. I thought you were cool.
Fresh can't be trusted about what he says on this topic because he's already proven time and time again.
Could you fucking imagine, bro? Could you fucking imagine that's like this is what does them in? That'd be so funny to me. Could you imagine that this is what kills him? Of everything that could have possibly happened, what gets him is fucking this. This is what gets him, you know? This would be so funny.
He's going to lie to protect his reputation. Do you think that all this is good for your future baby?
That's another good fucking question.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why in the beginning, it's not good for the baby, actually. That's why I just want to tell the truth, because when I first test positive, and I was just kind of shocked because I just want to see where his head's at. And then I try to like talk to him. I called him. I text him. He acts like nothing happened. Like, not my business. Like, woman, not my business. Deal with it. We're not together. Like, don't call me. Don't text me. Things like that. That was his behavior. I have a 37 minutes conversation between me and him. What if you think we don't keep the baby because we're not together anymore? Things happen, and I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take you to the hospital. That would be fine. I would be okay. But he did completely the other way around. That just made me so sad. That just made me so sad. How
Yeah, I get that. She thought that she would step up and be a man and take responsibility. Yeah.
can you
I mean, I don't, again, you made the bad call with that one. He's a fucking child, but
how can you you said you love me like literally 2 weeks ago and wanted to plan a future with me, and now you acting like this with me.
When did you tell him you're pregnant?
On the 30th. Yeah, I told him immediately.
yeah.
When I exposed him, when I start to decide to expose him.
Right there, I'd asked her, when did you call the lawyer? So she
Good question.
so essentially what happened was she called him on the 30th of March, being like, hey, wait, 30th of March? Am I thinking the right date? What are we right now?
March or April.
We're April? Okay, oh, sorry. So he called her on 30th of March, telling her she's pregnant. And I think on April 4th, that's when she started exposing him. So on April 4th.
Denied and everything.
Yeah, because when she
Yeah, people were like, "Well, why would she why would she get a lawyer then?" Because you're talking about like some fucking rich asshole who's refusing to pay for his kid. Of course, you're gonna go talk to a lawyer. That's what you do. Also, like if you want to get really into it, a lawyer, like lawyering up, is a very American culture. So I can imagine she's like, "Okay, I got to lawyer up. Like this is America. This is America, baby." You know, I understand that. It's God bless it.
contacted him, he's just like, bro, I don't know you. Get the fuck away from me. Like, no, that's your problem. Go deal with it. And so she's like, yo, you got me pregnant. You just gonna disappear on me? So when she exposed her, she's like, I'm calling a lawyer. I'm going to figure this whole shit out. And so that's the timeline of how things went down. It's 2 + 2
2 + 2 is 4. Yeah. That's mathematic.
No. And then I asked her, who decided that?
Who decided that? That's just logic. That's just the math. Without this, the world doesn't function. You can't count on anything. Everybody knows that.
Oh my God. What the hell is that? Oh my God, it's a wild Walter. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. That's insane, dude. What is happening right now? This is fucking wild. Oh my God. Oh, this is... I have no idea what's happening. Okay.
Idiot.
Sorry, I missed a little bit. What
The world doesn't function. You can't count on anything. So the math. Who decided that?
No.
Yeah. That's mathematic.
Disappear on me. So when she exposed her, she's like, I'm calling a lawyer. I'm going to figure this whole shit out.
Sorry.
And so that's the
I was too busy.
timeline of how things went down.
I was too
It's
busy.
2 + 2
2 + 2 is 4. Yeah. That's mathematic.
No.
What's the context of the 2 + 2 thing here? What's going on with that?
And then I asked her, who decided that?
Who decided that? That's just logic. That's just the math. Without this, the world doesn't function. You can't count on anything.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. Idiot.
I've been listening to a ton of your videos at work. You constantly saying you should go to the gym, work on mind, body, spirit. Actually got me in the gym. Very good, man. 5x5. Starting Strength by Mark Ripto. 5x5. Alan Thrall on YouTube. You know, look into all these resources, brother. Godspeed and God bless. And get your shit together, brother. But I'm happy that this is motivating you, my man.
And I needed to know the answer.
You're not good.
Okay.
He's probably undereducated. He doesn't have anything else to say on the podcast.
But you let this dummy bust inside you. Why?
That's a great fucking question, though.
I mean, you can't talk shit about it.
Damn.
He was coding your sugar walls. I'm just saying. You know?
God damn, Abba.
Yeah.
It's a good question, you know.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that before because
I guess love blinded her. I feel like there's no... Listen, this is just my opinion. I feel like there's no way for you to sit down and listen to her talk, because I've listened to her talk for like over an hour at this point, and think that she's like a deceptive person. You know, I don't think I'm a terrible judge of character. I think I'm decent. It makes sense to me. I'm a grown man. Like, my life experience points me in the direction of kind of understanding where she's coming from. I don't think that she's malicious. She seems like a fucking vindictive person. But like, women, I'm not kidding. Like, if I fucked with my wife, she'll stab me to death. I'm getting that energy from her. And right now, she's stabbing him to death. That's what's happening. When people are like, oh, she was trying to... I don't think that you're particularly mature. There's a lot of immature people, even that are older, that like think that they have, or they like to pretend that they have life experience, but they don't really have their shit taken care of. And this is the problem with like the online world. So like, yeah, man, you know, again, I think she was being stupid, but I don't think that she's malicious, and that does bode well for her. So
I just love he's funny.
Then you're gonna end up with a dumb baby.
Any regrets about how this whole thing is unfolded so far?
Yeah. First, for being so dumb, letting him come inside on me without marriage.
true. Good that you
And
recognize
I
that.
don't regret exposing. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Abba?
I asked her if she's gonna have a boy. Does she know what she's gonna name him?
Oh my god.
She gonna name the boy Abba?
I don't know. Don't ask me this question because I haven't decided yet.
Name him Dark Chocolate.
What about the name Abba?
Okay.
Well, I got so many.
That would be fucking funny though. If she named that kid Abba, like if she actually decides to go through with it and have this kid, and they name this kid fucking Abba, oh my god. Like that's what a slap in the face to like Myron will never be able to escape. Like his kid, regardless of whether he takes care of the kid or not, is always gonna be named fucking Abba. Like that would be funny.
DMs already that they want to step in and they want to be the stepfather.
Already, niggas is stepping in trying to be the stepdaddy.
Step in the name of love.
I will say this:
Step in the name of love.
if you end up having legal troubles and they sue you and whatever, if you name that kid after me, I'll pay for all your legal troubles.
Bro, what a fucking flex, dude. That's insane. Holy shit. Dude, that would be the funniest fucking thing ever. I said Myron. I meant Walter, dude. Dude, it's not my fault that black people all look the same. I'm kidding. It's a joke. My wife said I'm just going to start calling him Geo Dude, okay? Got him on the screen over here. I think he looks better up there. We got our Geo Dude going on over there. Yeah.
That's a promise. So if you need help financing a lawyer to fight off Fresh Fit, man, you mean if Walter Jr. over there got the name Abba, I'll pay all the bills. I'll sleep. Hey, listen.
Walter Jr. Abba. Oh my god, that's devastating.
As far as I'm concerned, I think you deserve every dime.
What's her name? We don't know.
I agree with that. If you're gonna keep the kid, as long as she like, here's the thing: as long as she keeps the kid, and like she actually cares for the kid, you know, that's all I give a shit about, brother.
Her last name.
Daisy. That's what we all call her. Okay.
Imagine she named him Abba Preach Daisy.
I'm paying them legal fees. I will double the video output on this channel to pay for little Abba Preach Daisy to get all that child support. Every dime.
Crazy.
If that nigga's gonna have Walter's genetics, she deserves child support. Yeah, he gonna need every financial advantage to be able to make it in life, and he gonna have Pug CEO's genetics.
I'm with it.
Okay? That's a promise, Daisy. Just drop our names. Even if it's just middle names, I'll take that. I just want my legacy to live on it. Yo, don't lie. That's gangster.
I said something.
I'll pay every dime.
I said something.
Oh, to be clear, guys, I'm not joking. I will pay for the lawyer if that baby has my name in it.
You don't even know how much a
I know he's serious, dude. I know he's not kidding. That's what makes it so fucking funny to me.
lawyer fees can be.
Bro, do you see how I live my life? You don't think I got money to spend? This will be one of the greatest hobbies I will ever undertake.
I just fucking love how petty he's being.
I was looking straight at the camera and I didn't flinch.
You better not. And I'll say this too. I'm going to also encourage her to make sure she shares custody. So that every time little Abba Preach Daisy go up to Walter, she goes, Papa, say my name. Dada. Oh.
That's fucking wild.
Yes,
How you know, this would be like, in all jokes aside, this would be like the ultimate testament. You'd never be able to live this down, because if this happens and she actually named her kid Abba, that is permanent, eternal confirmation that you are not enough of a man to hold your shit down. Like your fucking girl is gonna, it doesn't matter, like your baby mama decided to name the kid Abba. Like, dude, like that's like your fucking mortal enemy. Like that's crazy. Like you really can't handle any of your fucking business. Like that's wild. I don't know who my mortal enemy is, but if my wife named our kid after my mortal enemy, that would be it. Like you can't say that you're a man ever again. Like you just got clowned on. You have got eternally clowned on. Like you have no reason to live, to be honest with you, at that point. That'd be fucking insane.
crazy.
Hey, listen, you know what they say, right? Revenge is a dish best served with some child support.
You're gonna have it. That's it.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Imagine a middle name would be crazy. So be like, oh, we'll go 50-50 on it if you do the middle name.
All right, I'll stop. Couple things. So they had discussions in private. Text messages are right here. Where, okay, so a couple of weeks back, she'd taken a pregnancy test. This is like maybe a month and a half ago. And she goes, hey, listen, guys, at the end of the day, this is what I think. And this goes to all the guys who are watching at home, all right? If you guys want to do this thing where you go in and rock, because I know a lot of you guys like doing it, have conversations about whether or not she's on birth control. And if she's not, you guys got to have a different conversation at that point. You got to talk about, like, this is not a situation where they talked about it and she's like, oh, I would definitely get an abortion. And then she changed her mind after the fact. She's telling him what she's going to do. She tells him what she wants to do. And he went along with the ride knowing full well what it was.
Yeah, because he just, I think, like, again, I think that he thought that she would just not go through with it. I mean, I fucking believe it, bro. I mean, I'm on her side at this point.
How is that a trap? Stop saying that shit. I'm fine with calling, there's some women who definitely do that. That's not one of these situations, okay?
She's
So
just kind of dumb.
it's okay. His podcast is all about holding women accountable. He can hold this L and he can hold that accountability as well. He needs to be accountable for what he said and what he's done. That's his L. She didn't do nothing wrong. Well, let me rephrase. That's not true. She wasn't the one that's most at wrong for this because it seems like she's clearly communicating.
Yeah, like, no, she's just ignorant. She made an ignorant mistake. That's what happened here.
He's not. That's what it is.
That's fair.
Yeah, and he's the one who said, "Oh, she's not my girl in conversations. Oh, you're my girlfriend. I love you, nigga. What is going? You're not consistent." And you guys know damn well everyone in the RP space would be like, if this was a woman, they'd be like, "Bro, look at women so emotional, never consistent, blah blah blah." What the fuck is this guy doing? And you know what? The fans are noticing because they up in the comments, they're letting them know about the recent lives. They're not happy with it. And actually, did you see the recent live stream they did with the lawyer?
No spine. And that's the reason why a lot of you motherfuckers are fat, triple chin,
Bro,
neck bearded.
Dude, he had such a fucking crybaby meltdown. It's so funny. It's weird how much these two love each other. Like, they love each other as much as I love my wife. Like, they have an actual relationship level of love for each other. It's actually fucking insane. Like, it literally is the most insane shit in the entire world. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I don't. But I mean, I guess I do get it. I guess I do kind of understand it. Because I love my wife that much, but it just seems so weird for them to like have this type of love for each other. Gonna have them kind of like hanging out with each other, you know. I think that's perfect. Let's get them in there. Like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? It's me. It's me, guys. There we go. It's pretty good. Have them like sit here. Maybe this guy will just like float next to him because like that's kind of how Pokemon work. They float. They float. Kind of float a little bit. Like a Geodude floats a little bit. Beautiful stuff.
Pieces of shit with no money and no one respects you because you motherfuckers don't stand for nothing. If I stand with Fresh, I die with Fresh. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh shit, it's getting shaky. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave. I got 20 real estate properties so I can tell mother.
Oh shit, 20?
My net worth is over $6 million. I get money residually. I don't need to do this, and I don't need to sell my soul. I stand with my friends. Period. All right. Some of you mother need to get a spawn you jellyfish, SpongeBob, in a pineapple house. Pieces of shit.
He's having such a meltdown.
Pisses me off how soft all you mother are, bro. It's ridiculous. You mother haven't stepped in the gym in 3 weeks trying to tell me how to be loyal to my friends. I'm not going anywhere. All right. I'm tired of my leave Fresh. He's only done. Well, you. All right.
Wow.
I don't need to make a cent off this podcast. I'm fine. My real estate will take care of me because I knew that if I want to say what the I want to say and not sell my soul, I need to go ahead and build residual income coming in every.
You're ready to lose your entire everything for this fucking guy? That's insane, bro. You're such a good guy. You're making me so fucking horny right now, brother.
So I can sit here and tell you haters, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna say what the I want to say, and I don't give what anybody got to say.
Yeah, you sound like you don't care.
Yeah.
Everyone believes
that's usually when I don't care about something, I cry. Like that's how my life works as well.
you too.
Yeah, that's
the face of someone who's not bothered and doesn't care.
Not bothered one bit.
Not at all.
Not one bit.
Me, when I wake up and I'm not bothered, I just wake up.
Jesus.
I have my soul. I have my spine. I have my integrity. I got my 10 toes and my 2 feet. And I stand where the fuck I stand. And if I die there, I'll die there with a smile on my face because I can look in the mirror and be happy with the man that I see.
Did I miss this fucking rant? Did he remove this or something? I don't remember listening to this, or was I just completely tuned out? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh my god. What the fuck?
Mother, you losers that sit there and say, "Oh, it's getting rocky, Myron. You should leave. Why do you stay by Sneeko? Do you stay by the Tate? Do you still think they're a drunkers versus an idiot? Why are you still there? Chris drinks too much. Hey, shut the."
Doesn't care, remembers every criticism, bro. This motherfucker staying up late on Reddit being like, what did they say about my friends?
Oh
How
my
can I
God.
defend them more fascist?
Jesus.
If you don't care, just don't talk about it. Move on.
Hey, shut the up. That's why no one respects you, mother. Because you don't stand for anything.
Well, it sounds like nobody's respecting you there, brother. It sounds like every day fewer and fewer people respect you. So God bless for you.
If there's anything you guys can learn from this podcast, learn
Oh, is at the end I missed it? Oh, fuck. I guess I just didn't really internalize this. This is like an actual fucking crybaby meltdown. Holy fuck.
this. We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People fuck every time we go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely destroy us. And you know who was around me the whole these. So you mother say whatever the you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stand by the guy.
Bro, this gotta be one of the gayest speeches, bro. If you close your eyes, you would think this is about a broad.
Oh my God, this is fucking crazy.
I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if you have cancer. I love you. Well, chill out.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's how gay it is, no? I feel like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He loves him like a fucking, like a girlfriend. It's wild.
Oh, Jesus.
Guys that stand by me, because you piece of shit are when I'm going through it. You piece of shit are there when I'm figuring out what the I'm gonna do because we got demonetized. You
guys aren't there when we experience consequences for our actions.
Weren't there when everyone in their mom came at us. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You weren't there when this lied and said that I got.
Hey! We were, buddy.
Yeah, we were there.
Did it? And then you dumbasses 3 years later believe some bitch that makes the same allegations again. You idiots! I'm not going anywhere. I'm standing right here.
Bro, if these guys had the same energy about their girls as they do this
is fucking pathetic, dude. Holy shit.
fucking podcast, they'd be in the most successful marriages.
They got the same fucking energy as Diddy. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now.
Until the feds come. You go to jail. Dude. You want to be loyal to the people. Doesn't matter what they doing. Doesn't matter what it is. That's their choice. So, everybody got a different idea of what it means to be loyal. Some people think loyalty is like, yo,
Yeah, I don't think blind loyalty is very good. It doesn't exactly create particularly constructive situations. You know what I mean? Like, if you're blindly loyal to your friends, how do your friends grow from that? They don't. They're not going to be able to grow because you are blindly loyal to your friends. So they have no incentive to actually become better. So that's, in my opinion, I don't think that you should be blindly loyal, like affirming every singular thing that your friends are doing, because they're not going to grow as a person. They're just going to become a shittier person. Like, you need to set boundaries. It's okay to be more charitable, but like, this concept of blind loyalty is stupid. It's childish. It's a dumb. It's literally fucking dumb. The fact that he's even saying it with this much confidence shows you that like he's not really a man. He doesn't really understand how like the world works particularly well. Yeah, I mean, it's just silly. It's just like silly goosery.
You could murder 10 people and I'm gonna still be your boy. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I value my friends, but I also value my values. I don't want my friends to stand by me unconditional. Friendships are conditional. Of course. Absolutely. Guess what? If you go out and you touch kids,
I think, okay, well, that's crazy, but I think I figured out which Pokemon Myron would be. I've been kind of messing around because like your guy's like, oh, this is too cute. It's too cute. Okay, I figured it out. I actually figured out which Pokemon he would be. He would be Brock from Pokemon. He's not a Pokemon. He's actually Brock, the gym leader, and he owns. He would own. This is like an ownership thing. Like, he would own him in some capacity. The image is a little too big. I gotta kind of mess with that. It's hard to manipulate, to work with. But this is basically who he would be, and I don't think it's an unreasonable assertion to make that this is who he would be, right? Because like, right, that makes sense. Like he would own him. So that they would be like, no, this is like his trainer. This is his Pokemon gym trainer. Hey Myron, like, you don't really do anything. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how women are stupid. Oh, what do you have to say about that, Myron? Joe, dude. Like, there's nothing really there. There's really nothing of particular constructive value to be said. He just kind of talks. He just kind of goes. So I think that this is probably right here. I think that this is the best. This is probably the best representation of Fresh and Fit in the Pokemon world. What do you mean own him? I mean, like, this is their fucking boyfriends. Like, Myron takes care of him. Myron fucking lathers him up and fucking strokes him off. What are you talking about? That's it. Brock has real hair, though. True. You got a good point there. But this is what it would be. This is Fresh and Fit. You know? This is it, man. This is how their relationship works. Walter barely talks. Okay, here we go. They're holding hands now. This is so immature, but it's fucking killing me. Oh my god, this is so funny to me, dude. Walter, use Harden! Oh! Oh! Fuck! Use Harden! Oh! Oh! Let me make you food, because Brock liked to make Pokemon food. Let me make you Pokemon food. There you go, dude. This is the two of them, bro. They're fucking happily ever goddamn after. It's fucking crazy, man.
I'm not going to be your friend anymore. Oh, what? You would? You guys are going to stand by your homie after he's diddling kids?
True.
Okay, everyone got the conditions.
Of course not.
Everyone got the lines. The only difference is that some people's lines are a little bit further than others.
It's funny.
Was he?
It's funny because what you claim to be loyalty is the exact opposite of accountability.
Yeah.
Which one do you want? If you are loyal, because at this point I don't think it's loyalty, but whatever. When you claim to be loyal like that, no matter what the fuck up is, we don't talk about, you have to throw accountability out the
Yeah, you're not setting boundaries. You're not setting any boundaries that would make your friend a better person. That's what's happening here. You're actually making your friend a worse person.
It's no longer accountability.
Like, I understand ride or die, but like ride or die comes with the understanding that there are boundaries and limits to like how hard you'll like what will actually happen in your relationship for you to ride or die on. So,
because no matter what happens, no matter this, no matter that, I'm gonna have your back no matter what. All that, the accountability is out the door. But
and that's facts though. Because if these guys were loyal to their fan base, they wouldn't be bringing on scammers. They wouldn't be bringing on fraudsters. People they know are doing this stuff, but because their friends are going to do that. So in order to be loyal to your friends, you're going to betray your audience, the ones that you claim you're trying to save. Like I said, everyone got their different definitions. This is not mine. But
that's fine.
It's fine. Back to this whole thing. Listen, I think my stance that I originally had, I think bears out. I think this girl fell in love with this guy. Doesn't seem to be a sex worker. And he played her. Ended up getting her pregnant, and now he's having buyer's remorse.
Yep, pretty much.
That seems to be the real gist of this story. I don't think she's a gold digger. The way she talks about him, the way that she's genuinely hurt by the stuff he said, seems like there was a real relationship there, and he made her really believe that too. So that's
I agree with that.
What I gather from it. What about you?
There was definitely some thing that lacked a little bit of responsibility in terms of the decisions that were made.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's very ignorant, but you know, I don't think that she's poorly meaning.
Yep.
I'd say that much. As far as
I'm so stupid. You gotta be kidding me.
As far as the entrapment, I don't think it's that. I really don't think that the things were clear on her side. What she was about to do, what she would do, what she wanted to do, and at some point, the response was whatever makes you happy, as long as you're happy. And if what made her happy, which is what she stated, what made her happy was to have a kid, then it's hard for me to get my entrapment card out. Although I can acknowledge the fact that there was probably some poor decisions that were made.
Oh yeah, definitely poor decisions that were made. So,
and that's fine. We all make them.
But let me ask you, Fresh, you gonna pay child support? That child deserves it. It's got your genes. It needs its.
It's already enough of a fucking victim having to have your goddamn genes in it.
Needs whatever financial advantage you can get.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree with them.